Hello everybody, it is time for another TBR jar video. As always, if I pick a prompt and it doesn't fit one of the physical books on my TBR, I will either read something on my Kindle that matches or I will get a book from the library. I don't pass it off unless it's like absolutely diabolical. This book I have to read because it is my buddy read with my sister. She already started it, so I might even get to that in the next few days. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take that off my TBR card. The Unwinding of the Miracle. Okay. August is interesting because we are leaving for our road trip, which is going to be August, September. Some of these will probably come along with me on that trip, but I'm going to try to read mostly Kindle books on that trip. I'm not sure how it's going to look. I'm still gonna pick 8 because that way I can mood read within those 8 instead of feeling like I want to read something that's not on the list. Get a little bit more variety. So let's pick our first prompt out of this jar. An author that shares your first name. So my name is Carla. I know I don't have anything on my physical TBR with an author that shares my first name. So this is going to have to be a library book right off the bat. I don't think there's anything on my Kindle either. Maybe I should double check. Please hold. Should I just like go to the library website and search Carla and see what happens? So there's an author named Carla Buckley who seems to do like thriller mystery. This might be a cookbook, skincare. Beaches of Newfoundland. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to, right after saying I never skip a prompt, I'm gonna have to skip the prompt. I looked on the library website, I looked on my Kindle, I looked at my TBR. There's no author with the name Carla that has a book that I think I'm going to like. There are 2 at my library that I don't think I'm gonna like. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm so sorry, we're throwing that out. Let's choose a real first prompt. Okay. Scared it will be slow. Scared it will be slow. I fear that this could be a few. I am scared that the English Patient will be slow. Am I scared of the Hero of Ages? No. I'm scared that the Bone Season might be slow. I've heard only a couple of reviews and people like it, but I think it might be slow also because it's long. I really only have these 2 to choose from. If we're talking slow, I think I'm choosing from these 2. And if we're talking the slowest, I think we're choosing The English Patient, which is a good thing. This has been on my TBR since last year, and I'm trying to read all of the books that I've had on here, and I told myself that if I didn't read them by the end of this year, I would unhaul them. So I should read this. So book number 1 is The English Patient. Let's pick a second prompt. People on the cover. The English Patient? People. To me that says plural. There's one person. There's a cat. People. They're not people, I guess. They're monsters? Or should I be vague about it? One person. I have lots with one person. Okay, I'm choosing between these 2. And if we're going with the prompt that it's people, I have to choose Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which is fine. This is going to be the second book that I've ever read from her. I think I'm gonna like it more than the first one, which is Part of Your World, which I think I went in with too high of expectations, so I hope I'm not doing that again. But what's her name? Brianna was one of my favorite characters from that book, and she is the female main character in this book. So let that be book number 2. 2 romances. Third book. There's 2 stuck together. Set during a war, real or imagined. Okay. Lots of options here. Is the war technically over in Hero of Ages, or are we starting a new war? Hard to say. Yeah, there's a war in Hero of Ages. Should I take everything out that's possible? The Last Battle. I'm pretty sure the Bone Season. No. Why did I think there would be tons of options? It's not really a war. So there's a lot of books that don't have war, but they have oppression. So it's probably leading up to a war, but these are really the only 2 that I have to choose from. This is finishing a trilogy that technically has, I think, 7 books in the Mistborn saga, and this is finishing a 7-book series. So I'm gonna have to go with The Last Battle by C.S. Lewis, which is the 7th book in the Narnia series. That will be book 3. Number 4. Should I dig deep? My hand can't fit all the way in. You don't like the cover. I don't like the cover. I don't like this. That's a lie. I don't like that it's glossy. I don't like the physical book. So maybe I'm lying. If I actually don't like the cover. If I'm being honest, it's the naturals. I think that this is ugly. Am I ready to go into another Jennifer Lynn Barnes series when I did not like the first one? Yes. I only own the first book of the series. If I don't like it, I will not force myself to continue. I will read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's time. Let's choose prompt number 5. I gotta get a little more fantasy on this list. Set in college. Maybe Death in the Spires is set in college. Oxford student. Death in the Spires by K.J. Charles is set at Oxford University, and it follows, I think, a man trying to solve the murder of one of his friends after he gets blamed for it. 1905. A decade after the grisly murder of Oxford student Toby Fainsham, the case remains unsolved. For Jeremy Kite, the crime not only stole his best friend, it destroyed his whole life. A close circle of friends, once known as the Seven Wonders for their charm and talent, only to find them as tormented and broken as himself. This sounds good. I don't read a lot of mysteries, but this sounds interesting. So that is book number 5. All right, prompt number 6. A new author for me. A new author for me. There are options. Dang, should I take all of them out? I haven't read anything by Rachel Gillig. I haven't read anything by Rebecca Ross. I know, sue me. I haven't read Sarah Beth Durst. I haven't read Adeline Grace. I haven't read Samantha Shannon. I haven't read Travis Baldry, Stuart Turton, or Richard Osman. I get to choose one of these. What do I want? I just said fantasy, so I feel like I should go for a fantasy. I really, in my mind, want to read the Richard Osman book, but honestly, I am currently doing a mood reading vlog that's going to come out after this one, and I think that might be the next book I choose for that. So I'm going to put that away for now. I don't need another mystery thriller. Legends and Lattes, cozy fantasy, sounds fun. You might want to take it on the road trip. The Bone Season, gigantic, huge series. Not sure if I'm ready to start it. Belladonna, I hear it's wonderful. Don't know if I want to get sucked in that world, but I'm gonna make that a maybe. A River Enchanted, I really do want to read. I believe this is a standalone fantasy, which excites me. It would let me know if I want to read more Rebecca Ross, and I think that it is so beautiful. So I'm gonna put that in the maybe. Spell Shop, unpopular opinion. I hate sprayed edges. I think this is also cozy fantasy. I'm gonna say no for now. Beautiful though. One Dark Window, just a duology, I believe. Also going to say no. I don't know why, but I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna choose between these 3. I will read The Back Beach and then just decide, because I actually don't really remember what any of them are about. This seems like enemies to friends, or enemies to friends to working together to whatever, and girls are going missing and this man has to use his magic to find them, and it's magic music. That might have just gone higher in the want to read list. Belladonna. Back of this kind of reads, I just read Phantasma, and it kind of reads very similar, of like making a deal with the devil and trying to find a hint and some keys and going kind of on a scavenger hunt for something, and in a huge estate. So I'm gonna put that aside because it reads very similarly and I don't want to compare the two by reading them too close together. This is cozy fantasy. I believe the main character opens a coffee shop and tries to just find a peaceful life. So very different books. I think I'm gonna choose Legends and Lattes for this because I will bring it on my road trip if I don't read it before that. 2 more prompts. A book with a movie or TV adaptation. I don't think that's anything on there. Don't think I own anything on my Kindle that has a movie or TV adaptation. I'm already reading The English Patient. This would have been perfect for that. Let me just think if there's anything that I want to read that I know I could finally read. Lord of the Rings. This is not the month for that. It's not the month for that. You know what is on my list? What's that movie that I'm never gonna watch because Armie Hammer's in it? Call Me by Your Name. I would like to read the book, so I will get that one from the library, and that will be book number 7. So last prompt. Let's make it a good one, please. Oh, 2 fell out. Let's put those back. Let's choose a new one. Okay. The chapters have titles. Okay, let's peek into a few books that I want to read and go from there. Like I said, I just read Phantasma. I don't think the chapters have titles. The chapters have titles. I could continue Phantasma. A River Enchanted sounded interesting to me. Let's find one. No, the chapters don't have titles. No. I feel like I should have known that. I don't know why I thought they did. I think because The Way of Kings did, and I read that last. Okay, I'm just gonna read Enchantress because I may as well continue the series since I have book 2. I also just bought this because it was like $15. I gotta stop doing that. That's why I have too many books. The book cart is looking a little clearer, so that's good. And I will be reading these books this month, plus Call Me by Your Name. Oh my goodness. Thank you for watching. Come back for some reading vlogs if you're curious about any of these. I will try to read as many as I can and put them in a video. I'll do my best, I promise. Thank you for watching. See you next time.